And welcome back to the newscast. We're your hosts. I'm Colin Hunziker.
And I'm Clint Chamley, and sorry for the delay on this newscast. Due to snow days, it is coming out pretty late.
And of course, we got to go back to the joke of the day. And recently, I've been thinking our jokes are really sarcastic, and I don't think that sarcasm gets us anywhere.
It actually got me to the Sarcasm World Championship in Peru in 2013.
Wait, are you serious?
No.
Oh, okay. With that being said, we are going to move this on to Clint with his court warming segment.
Court warming week was the week of February 14th through 18th. We celebrated court warming with Spirit Days. Monday's Spirit Day theme was Tie-Dye Day, Tuesdays was Disco Ball Day, and Wednesdays was Neon Day. Thursday and Friday were canceled due to weather, so there were no Spirit Days. These are your 2022 court warming candidates. Your freshman attendants were McKenna Hodges and Austin Day, Trinity Little and Graydon Klein, Nevaeh Stewart and Chase Webster. Your sophomore attendants were Aaron Bash and Landon Arnold, Campbell James and Lucas Edelman and Matthew Miller, Hannah Lapsley and Callan Wheeler. Your junior attendants are Ashton Ebling and Wyatt Randall, Allison Fox and Gage Winters, Hope Ross, Kinley Wilson, and Bryce Wood. Your senior attendants were Caitlin Bushling and Donald Anderson, Eleanor Cameron and Briston Kirchner, Haley Ray and Ethan Nelson, Annalise Smith and Ryan Tweedy. 2021 King and Queen Hunter Yancey and Kiara Brunk crowned the 2022 King and Queen of Ryan Tweedy and Eleanor Cameron. Court warming dance will be March 4th in the Commons. It will be from 8 to 11, and make sure to bring $3.
I'm Dawson, and this is Logan, and we're going to be talking about FBLA results.
Starting off with broadcast journalism, the team of Allie Fox, Olivia Miller, and Abby Plinge all placed second.
Business calculations had Ethan Nelson placing fourth.
Clint Chamley in economics placed first here, placing second.
Hospitality and event management with Don Enlow and Annalise Smith placing first.
Congratulations to everybody that placed well at districts and is now moving on to state.
And on the brain with weather. Introduction to social media strategy had Garrett Billings and Clint Chamley both placing first.
Journalism had Don Enlow in second.
Networking infrastructures had Cindy Brandon with second place.
Personal finance had Clint Chamley in first and Annalise Smith at fourth.
Public speaking had Abby Plinge with second place.
Sales presentation with the team of Keegan Davis, Scott Haskins, and Jacob Boiler all placing third.
The following advanced to state on April 10th through 12th. Garrett Billings, Ethan Nelson, Clint Chamley, Don Enlow, Annalise Smith, Eleanor Cameron, Ava McKay, and Cindy Brandon. Hello everybody, I'm Dawson Paul here interviewing the co-vice president of the FBLA, Clint Chamley. How are you doing today?
Great.
That's great, man. So I got a couple of questions to ask you today if you'd be willing to answer them.
I am.
Alrighty, so can you participate in all three FBLA events?
I cannot because you're limited to only 2 events at state.
Okay, so which ones are you going to go with then?
The introduction to social media strategies and economics.
Okay.
And I will not be participating in personal finance.
Why not?
Because I was not going to lead my partner on the presentation of social media strategies, and I thought the economics test was easier.
All right, I got a few more questions for you. Which of the 3 do you like the most?
Probably the economics test.
Okay. So how are you preparing for state?
Just getting more confident in front of people and public speaking.
Okay, well thank you, Clint.
This is our monthly Teacher Spotlight. This month we're interviewing Mr. Taylor, who is our chemistry teacher and assistant principal. He has also just recently gotten the job to be the principal for next school year. He is being interviewed by Tristan Pitford.
Hey, Mr. Taylor. Thanks for doing this interview with me.
Yeah.
I just have a few questions for you. What was your favorite part about being in the classroom as a teacher?
I really enjoy the relationships with students. I enjoy the kind of the back and forth that we tend to have. We build a pretty good rapport, and then just taking that and being able to build on that for the students to learn.
So why did you decide to become a teacher?
Well, I wasn't actually planning on being in education. I went to school to get my degree in physics and a degree in engineering. I've completed my degree in physics, but I found that engineering wasn't going to be quite as interesting to do the job as it was to learn about engineering. And so I realized, learning is what I really like. And so I thought teaching would be a good way to just be able to continually learn, and it has.
What do you look forward most in your new principal's job?
Being the principal, I get to have a little bit of a wider influence with the students. So, like I said, I really enjoy the interactions I get with students in the classroom and being able to influence them as far as teaching them about science. But being the principal, I'll get to have a wider reach there, interact with more students, and have a bigger impact with the student body as a whole.
That's all I got for you. Congrats on your principal job, and thanks for doing this interview.
Hey, thank you.
I'm Jacob, and here's the results for Scholar Bowl. Our first match was against Brookfield. It was a win for both varsity and JV. Our next one was against Centralia, and it was a lose for the varsity, but a win for JV. The same thing happened at Palmyra, with varsity losing just barely, but with another win from JV. And finally at South Shelby, JV won again with a loss from varsity.
I will be telling you guys about baseball. Practice starts March 1st officially. If you want to play, show up. All you're going to need is a glove. It's probably going to be inside here at the high school. The time is not announced yet, but when we get it, I will put it up on the video. With that being said, we will move on to Brandon Dawson talking about golf.
Thank you, Colin and Tristan, for talking about baseball. I'm Brian.
And I'm Dawson.
We're going to talk about track. First day of track starts on February 28th. You're going to need a physical, and you're going to need to bring yourself.
The first track meet is going to be March 21st at Kirksville.
Second is going to be at Van Buren on March 31st.
And then you have April 5th at home.
April 7th at Scotland County.
April 8th is going to be at Palmyra.
We have April 12th at Highland or Culver Stockton College, because we always have an annual every single year. And then also on April 14th at either or.
April 22nd is going to be at Brookfield.
April 25th is girls only at Van Buren.
And April 26th is at Keokuk.
We're now going to send it over to Ian and Isaac with golf.
Thank you, Brian and Clint, for talking about track. I'm Ian.
And I'm Isaac.
And we're going to be talking about this year's golf. So our first practice is planning right now for March 1st. And Isaac, what do you need to have at that practice?
You have to provide yourself with your own set of golf clubs, you need to bring your own golf balls, and you need to have a physical.
Next, Campbell's going to talk about the ACT.
Thank you for that introduction, Ian and Isaac, and good luck to everyone who's going out for golf this year. As I said, I'm Campbell James. I'm going to be talking about the ACT. If you're planning to take the ACT, our juniors take it on March 11th. But if you want to take it on your own, you can take it April 2nd, June 11th, or July 16th. You take the ACT for college admissions and scholarships. Now, the test taker pays for the test, and if you're a low-income person or family, you can get a fee waiver from Mrs. Alderton. And you can take the ACT as many times as you want or need to get a higher score. Now, our closest location for the ACT is at SEC in Keokuk, Iowa, and the test starts at about 8 a.m. and goes to about noon. And the ACT covers your core classes, which are just math, science, reading, and English, and there's also an optional writing portion, which is good for anyone that's going into journalism or any other related fields. And that is it. We're going to be going on to Eleanor Cameron with the Organization Spotlight.
This month, our organization spotlight is Student Council. Hi, my name's Eleanor Cameron, and I will be interviewing Donna Flood, a teacher at Clark County High School who runs Student Council.
Hi, I'm Eleanor Cameron, and today I'm here with Mrs. Flood, the sponsor of Student Council. How are you?
Hi, good.
Good. So we're going to start off with a couple of questions today. So our first question is, what is Student Council?
Okay. Student Council is really just an organization that comes together to represent the student body. We have all sorts of different activities that we do to basically kind of facilitate a good conversation between administration and teachers and the students of all grade levels. And one of our biggest things is to basically kind of promote unity, school spirit, and basically just try to make things a little bit more fun around the school.
That's awesome. So what does Student Council do for the school?
Okay, some of the things that we do, we run the snack concessions at the basketball games. We provide the stickers, the bumper stickers for the honor roll students. We have microwaves in the commons for the lunchtime, which the student council people get to clean. And then we also have court warming dance, and we do just different kinds of activities around the school as things kind of pop up that we think would be good to do. We try to do things that would make it good for the kids, just overall.
So how do you join Student Council?
Student Council is actually an elected position. we have elections in the spring for the officers. So coming up here in April, we'll be having the officer elections, and people that are interested, normally they're juniors and seniors, can be sophomores, but normally juniors, seniors, and they are running for the offices of treasurer, secretary, vice president, president, and we get those set right here in the spring. And then as we get into the fall, as we have all the new incoming students, then they can get filing forms from me, and then they file for office, kind of like you would for a legislative position as well. And then they file for office, and then we have an election.
So you can join at any year then?
You can join at any year, yeah, but you don't have to start your freshman year. If you decide that you want to be a part of student council even your senior year, and you've never done it before, you can run for a senior position.
All right, what activities are the organization involved in?
A lot of our activities are things that really do try to promote kind of unity around the school. And like I said, whether it be the dance, like for court warming and doing those kinds of things, or if it's something like putting hallway decorations up just to kind of brighten the hallways and do that kind of thing, or like I said, providing the microwaves. Those are the kinds of activities that we try to do. If there's something outside in the community that we can help with, like in the past, several years ago when they needed help at Running Fox, or not Running Fox, well actually Running Fox too, Running Fox and Blackhawk, for some of their PTO stuff, we would help with that. Just really kind of anything that our school needs help with, we will jump in and help. Kind of a community service type of thing.
Wasn't there like a student council like convention type thing this year that we went to?
Yep, we get a chance to go to Northeast Convention. It's really a good opportunity for kids to get in and network with other kids from other student councils. We also had a motivational speaker, which the motivational speaker is really good. Because it kind of pumps up the school spirit, kind of gives you an idea of what other schools are doing, and then maybe ideas that we can bring back and do like here. Now last year, one of the things that we did for our seniors that we had learned about from other schools and what they did was a senior send-off, like a senior's lunch before they graduated. And so that for last year, that was the first time we'd ever done that, and that was an idea that we had gotten from other schools.
It's pretty cool how they can network.
Yeah, very good. And that's what's really nice now is you guys can network in ways that we couldn't years ago. You guys get a hold of the Snapchat and the cell phone numbers and all that kind of stuff back and forth, and even just emails at school, and you can catch up with kids in different schools.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that's it for our questions. So you heard it here. Thank you, Ms. Flood.
You're welcome.
And thanks for tuning in to this month's newscast.
We hope you had a great time at court warming.
And good luck to all the athletes participating in spring sports, and we'll see you next time.